Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to do a little get ready with me using all the products that I pulled in the Makeup Basket Monday series. If you're not familiar with what the Makeup Basket Monday series is, I will have it linked below so that you can check it out if you'd like to. I already put my primer on. I started to put it on and I had a coughing fit, so I had to stop recording. So I do have my primer on. The primer I'm using is the Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. So I love this primer. It smells like coconuts, like true coconuts, so it's not that fake like suntan lotion type of coconuts. Now I'm going to go in with my foundation. So the foundation I'm using this week is the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation. So here's what it looks like. This foundation's a little bit strange in my opinion. I'm going to give it a good shake. I think it's a little bit strange because like if I apply this just with a beauty blender, I feel like it accentuates a little bit of like, it doesn't blend in very well is what I'm trying to say. And then if I blend it with a brush, it doesn't blend very well. But if I do it with a combination of both, then it does well. So it's like a weird foundation. I'm not sure why it works like that. And maybe I'm the only one that works like that for. I don't know, but I've had issues with it this whole week. So I'm going to put some of this onto my face here. And then it looks a little yellow for me, but we're going to get it to work. So it's got a pretty good like coverage. I've got a good amount on my face too, guys. I use a lot of foundation because I do have a lot to cover. I've got a lot of acne issues to cover. So I've got that all on now, and I'm going to go in with the beauty blender. I'm going to actually zoom you guys in so you can see the foundation as it's being applied, so you can see how it looks. So hopefully you can see it now. So I'm just going to pounce that on. And I don't know if you can tell it or not, but do you see how it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't act like it wants to soak in. Maybe I'm using too much. Maybe that's the whole problem. Maybe this is a foundation that you're meant to use only a little bit with. But you see how it's kind of like sitting on the skin? It's not really wanting to go in. It's not really wanting to blend or anything. I just find that it's a little bit strange. So that's why I do it. I do it with the Beauty Blender first, or with a blender. This is actually the Real Techniques blender sponge. I do it with this first, and then I'll go back in and do it again with the brush. Just so over there I can make sure it's all blended nice and good. I'm trying to pull my hair out of it. I don't really want it in my hair. This is not one of my favorites. Let me know if this foundation does the same thing to you guys. Does it just kind of accentuate? Or what does it do for you guys? So there, that's all blended with as much as I can with the sponge. Do you see what I mean? Like, do you see how it just doesn't blend very well? It doesn't look great. For some reason, I'm just finding that it just doesn't blend well with, maybe it's the primer I'm using. Perhaps I should try a different primer with it. But you would think a coconut, the Too Faced Hangover RX, you would think would be good with it. I mean, look how it's doing around my lips even. That just looks really gross. Having a hard time with this foundation. Or maybe it's my dry skin that it's not blending well with. Maybe it doesn't like dry skin. I don't know, but like after I do it with the brush, you guys will see it starts to look a little bit better. But if I do it with just a brush, it doesn't look right. Do you see how it's like pulling away? I don't know what the heck is up with this foundation. We're gonna make it work though. We'll have to fight with it a little bit. But we're gonna get it to work. I may have to spray my face too. I think a lot of it is that it's my dry skin that it's not working well with. Maybe that's the whole issue. I don't know. But I'm finding it's not working that great for me. But I wanted to show it to you anyway so you can see perhaps and maybe give me some tips on it, or maybe it's doing the same thing for you. Do you see it? It's just, that looks horrendous. I don't understand what's going on here. Now I'm going to go back in with a beauty sponge and just pounce my face. Pound my face, goodness gracious. It looks a little bit better now. It starts to get better. The more you work with it, the better it looks, but just, I don't know, it's just really hard to work with. Okay. So there it is now, looking a little bit better. I am not loving that foundation though. I don't think it's the greatest. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and spritz my face. I'm going to use the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe and herbs and rose water. So I'm going to spritz my face with that just a little bit, because I feel like Maybe that's another reason why it's not working well with me, because I do have very, very dry skin. And this kind of helps to settle it into my pores, not my pores, but my face a little bit better. So there's what it looks like up close. Let me zoom you in as close as I can. The wrong way. So there's what it looks like up close on my skin. Now you can see it blended a little bit better, but it still doesn't look the greatest in my opinion. And it didn't do the greatest job of covering any of my acne scars. My acne scars are pretty prominent right now. So that's what it looks like. Getting even closer now. Let's zoom you back out a little bit so we can do the finish getting ready. Okay, so there's the foundation. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my palette, the eyeshadow palette that I wanted to use. Actually, I need to set my eyelids first. And you guys know I set my eyelids with the same thing every week. I love this primer. It's like my favorite primer. So honestly, I don't know why I have any other primers. I just need to stick to my MAC Pain Really Paint Pot because it's my favorite. So I'm going to actually use that to set my eyelids. Dip into there. Put a little bit on both sides. I just like how it helps with discoloration. I think it blends really well. It just works very, very good for me. So I'm loving it. I'm actually going to put a little bit under my eyes too today. Because my eyes are the circles are really dark today. They're pretty prominent. Even though I think we'll be okay because I've got the NYX Gotcha Covered for the concealer for today. So I think that's going to help a lot with my under eyes and for my acne issues going on over here. So that should be helpful for both of those things. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my lids, and I'm going to use the first shadow in this palette. And the palette that I'm going to be using is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. I think this palette is very, very pretty. However, I will tell you that I've been using this palette this week, and I find that it doesn't work well if you're going to do like a bunch of different eyeshadow looks, because I feel like it kind of muddies together. So if you're looking to blend a bunch of shadows, you're going to have to be careful with it because they will kind of muddy. So I'm going to go up here to Sheer Joy and set my lids. So we're going to set everything with that. Set it all down. I need to clean my brushes tonight actually. They're getting pretty cruddy. It's time to clean them. That's like the worst job in the whole thing in the makeup that you do with makeup. I think the worst job you can have for makeup is cleaning your brushes. It's not that it's like hard to do or anything, it's just very time consuming. And then you gotta wait for them all to dry. So I think we're set pretty good. Got something right there in the corner of my eye. Makeup gathering in the corner. Alright, now go back into that again. And just make sure it's nice and set. Set that primer. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this palette right here, and I'm going to start blending some shades up into the crease. I'm going to use today, because I do have a red, blue, and white. I can tell colors, the premise. So because I do have a red and white shirt on, I'm going to use blue today. So what I'm going to do first though is I'm going to go in with this warmth shade right here and start working that into my crease. Just to give myself a transition color. So I'm just going to blend that up. Transition it into my eye. I'd love to know how you guys are doing this week. This week has been actually pretty good for me, like, except for my son. He got really, really sick, so I had to take him to Emergicare. And at Emergicare, we were there for 3 hours before we even saw a doctor. That was so ridiculous. I'm like, my goodness, that's so long in here. And it wasn't even that busy. I'm like, why in the world is it taking so long? But he finally got in, and then they did a strep test on him, and he didn't have strep. They said he just has a cold. He has a really bad cold, so hopefully he'll get to feeling better soon. It's no fun being sick in the spring. So back into warmth again. I'm just going to continue to build here a little bit more and bring it up. I need to tilt my mirror down some because my mirror's up way too high. So I'm just going to continue to build. How do you guys hold your brushes? I hold them differently sometimes. I'll hold them way back here, and then I'll hold them a little bit closer, almost like you're holding a pencil. I hold them differently. Okay, so there's that color. Now I'm going to go back into this shade right here on the other side and do the same thing, just kind of building it up and blending it out. Build and blend. So my oldest son is coming home tomorrow from college for the weekend, which I'm super excited about. Can't wait to see him. And now I'm going to actually go over and start using the blue, but I'm going to use my favorite brush. It's the Sperm Whale. This is the Glamour Doll. I think it's got Glamour Doll's brushes. I'm going to use this blue shade right here, and that is called Midnight. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the outer V, and then we'll blend that out some here in a second. We're just going to place it for now, pretty much. Placing it, and then we'll blend. So we'll go back over and do the other side. And then we're going to put some sparkle on the lid today. We're going to use some of those Stila Magnificent Metals. I don't know if I'm going to do a new Makeup Basket Monday on Monday, because I haven't truly used every single shade of the Stila Magnificent Metals, and before I review that, I would like to use every shade in there. So I think I may actually hold off on doing a new Makeup Basket Monday on Monday, and we'll just put up a different video for Monday, and then we'll finish up this makeup basket next week. So that way there, maybe we can do another look using this palette. So it'll be like 2 weeks using the same palette, 2 weeks using all these products. Let me know if that sounds okay to you guys. I just feel I don't have enough understanding of all the products that I pulled. I pulled a lot, and I think that was the whole issue. I pulled too many products to use because I have all of the Stila Magnificent Metals that I purchased, and I purchased 7 of them. So it was kind of hard to try every single one of them out. Now I'm going to go back in with that brush. I cleaned it off, and now I'm just going to try to blend this out a little bit. Blend, blend, blend. But that's my thoughts. I think I'm going to use all these products again next week, so that way they're used for 2 weeks in rotation instead of 1 week in rotation, because I just don't feel I'm ready to give you guys a full in-depth review on anything that I used in my basket. I haven't used it quite long enough. I think from now on, after this basket here, I'm going to try to pull less products, because I think I just kind of overwhelmed myself with products this time. So I just need to learn that, like, don't pull so many. So that's blending pretty good. This side blended good over here, and this side's not blending as well. So it's weird because the crease shade blended better on this side. I think shadows are so strange. Sometimes I can get them to blend super easy, and other times it's like, whoa, what the heck. So there is the blue and the little bit of a brown. It looks almost purple on my eyes right now, though, in my opinion. I think it looks a little bit purple. Now I'm going to go in with the Stila Magnificent Metal, and I'm going to use the shade, let's see, which one do I want to use? I'm going to use the shade, where's the white one? I think I recently used the white one, so let's do something different, because I definitely want to try all these. Let's go in with Rose Gold Retro, even though I'm not sure that's going to be great for it. Let's go in with this one right here. I haven't tried this one either. This is Gold Goddess. So I'm going to go in with Gold Goddess and use that. Here's what the wand looks like on these. If you're not familiar, the wand is just a typical wand. So now I'm going to place a little bit of this right here on the center. It definitely gives you a pop of shimmer, that's for sure. It is very, very shimmery. I saw somebody question like how to use these, like I think maybe on Stila's website or something. And they were saying that when you pull these out, that you should have enough shadow on the wand for both eyes. So like if you flip it, you should have enough so you don't have to go back in and dip it again. Which makes sense because there's a lot on the little wand here. That's all I'm going to use right here on the center. Is just this gold. I really like it though. What do you guys think of it? It doesn't take super long to dry either if you do it that way. Whereas if you dip in a couple times and try to apply it like too thickly, I think it takes a little bit longer to dry, which is kind of hard. Now we're going to go in and do my brows, and you guys are going to see this brow pencil is not good. This is like the most terrible brow pencil I think I've ever tried. This is the Stila Stay All Day Precision Glide On Brow Pencil. So can you hear how I have to like scrape my brows? It's very, very hard. I don't know how to get this brow pencil to work better. It is definitely not a favorite this week. I don't think, maybe it's dried out. Maybe that's the whole issue. It's just dried out. Have you ever gotten an eyebrow pencil and it's dried out and this is what it does? It kind of like, you feel like you're taking your brows off almost because it's scraping. It's not very enjoyable, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna continue to scrape my brows here. Excuse me while I scrape my brows. And the only thing I really have to do is give my brows a little bit of color, because I do have brows, but the issue is, I'm sure you can tell, that they just don't have enough color to them. So now I'm going to go in and do this other side. I'm going to push some more up. No, there's still plenty up. It's just that it's so hard. It's such a hard brow product. I don't enjoy them like that. They need to be a little bit creamy. This is just ridiculous. This is like, I don't know, like using almost like a pencil or something on your eyelid, on your eyebrows. I'm scraping a pencil along here. And it's not super like bold either. That's the good thing though, because I don't like my brows to be super bold. I like for them to look a little bit more natural. But there's not a whole lot of pigmentation to it. And I don't know if that's because you have to scrape it so hard to get pigmentation to come out. I don't know what's going on with this brow product. And I don't normally take that long on my brows. It's just this brow pencil. It's just, now my brows are kind of tender. Because you have to, whoa, it just broke. What the heck? I was trying to pull off the other end and it broke. Did you see that? Okay. So brush that through. And then I'm going to do like I normally do, where I can clean up the front of my brows, because I like it to look a little bit more realistic for my brows. But if you don't like it that way, that's completely fine. You can do it a different way. Now I'm going to use the eyeliner that I pulled, and it is the Physicians Formula. This is the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Cushion Serum, and this is in the shade Ultra Black. So this is a cushion type of eyeliner. So here's what it looks like on the inside. And I have a Stila one too. The Stila is in purple. But I think both of these are actually really good. It's really cool how they work. It's just a little cushion in here, and you just pounce into it a little bit. And then you can put your eyeliner on. And it goes on pretty smooth. I like this. So do you see how easy that went on? I just think it goes on pretty easy. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to my mirror here so I can get this corner here. But I think it goes on pretty easy. My hand's a little bit shaky doing it. I need to like figure out like if I can put my hand up against my face or something. I need to rest my hand or something. Uh-oh. That one just got a little bit too big. Oh my. We're gonna have one giant eyeliner and then one normal size. Oh man, I just touched it. Well, we'll have to fix that. That was awesome. Okay. There we go. So there's the eyeliner. It's not the best, but we're gonna roll with it. We don't go for perfection. We go for getting her done. Get her done. Okay, now I'm going to actually go in and I need to finish up my eye look now that that gold has dried. So I'm going to go in with that blue a little bit more and just kind of bolden that up just a little bit more on the outer corner here. So we got blue and gold going on. And I'm bringing it up a little bit more too now. So I'm going to bring it up some. And then we're going to do the other side. And then after this, we're going to clean the brush off. And now I'm going to go back over, I'm going to use soft light now. I'm going to go into soft light. And now I'm just going to blend this right here. Just try to make it look a little bit less harsh. Just to soften it up a little bit. It's called soft light. That's what it's supposed to do, right? Okay. Now do the same thing for the other side. I'm mixing it in with the blue, as you can tell, but I'm just really trying to soften that blue up a little bit. I don't want it so harsh. Okay. So there are my eyes for now. Now I'm going to go into this bottom shade right here. It's called the Transforming Pearl, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. Put that right here, and then do it on the other side too. And that is that. Simple and easy. Now I need to do lashes, and you guys know I am like the most horrible person at lashes, so you guys, if you want to skip through this, because you know I'm going to be like so horrible at it, I'm okay with that if you skip through lashes. Oh wait, we forgot to curl them. I always do that. I get like right there and get ready to put it on, and I'm like, whoa, whoa Nelly, curl those things. So do you guys count when you do them? I think I asked you this last time. Do you count when you do it, or like do you just like pump it, or what do you do? I like to do a little bit of each. I count and I pump. So I'm like, it's like lash pump instead of fist pump. Okay, so now let's try the mascara again. This is my favorite mascara. This is the Stila Huge Extreme Mascara. If I can work it right, then I can normally make my lashes look almost like they're fake, which is awesome because I hardly have any lashes. So when you can take 2 or 3 lashes that you have on your eyes and turn them to where they look like you have a bunch, that's amazing. Whoa, I almost went too far. I almost took it up to my eyebrows. That would not be good. I'm just kind of wiggling it through. Now I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to pull up first. Pull up. Keep pulling up. And then wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do you guys remember that song? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And I'm going to go back and give myself a second coat. Even though it's warm out, I don't really need 2 coats on. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. What is the comedy bit there? I don't need 2 coats. It's pretty warm. Actually, it's not too warm today. It's a little chilly out. Okay, so there is that side. And I don't think we have too much cleanup to do either. We have a little bit, which is normal for me. I always have some sort of cleanup to do. Clean up on all 3. Bring a roll of paper towels. Now I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX Got You Covered Total Insurance Concealer. So this is supposed to be a waterproof concealer. I don't know if it's waterproof or not. I've never actually tested that out. But you only need a teeny tiny little bit. Like, that's all you really need at all. So you just take that and then warm it with the heat of your skin, and then start placing it. This is actually a little too dark for me, but I've been liking that my concealer isn't super brightening. I don't want that super brightening look anymore. I don't really care for that anymore. I like the more where you're just concealing the darkness. I don't really like the brightening it up as much as I used to. So now we're just going to conceal the darkness. Come to the dark side, we have cookies. Okay, so that side's done. I'm probably going to go in and use my finger and just press underneath my eye too, just to make sure that it's all nice and pushed in where it should be. I'm thinking about ordering a ring light. Let me know if you have a ring light and what you think of it. I think I want to order a ring light. I think I would like it, but I don't know for sure if I would or not. I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough lighting in the room that I'm in, because like on days like today where it's not super sunny out, it's kind of hard to see. I have umbrella lighting, but that only provides not that much lighting. It's more like soft lighting there. Uh-oh. I think I went in with too much of my Cover FX. That's what I'm using right now. I think I went in a little too heavy-handed with on the first side though. So I'm going to go over and fix that. Don't need to be so heavy-handed. We'll blend it in a little bit like this. That'll fix it. Let's hope so anyway. I like that powder too, because I feel like for me it just works really well. Now I'm going to reach behind you guys and grab a Q-tip so I can clean up my eyelids with these super pointy ones. I do not like these, but I need to use them up. I hate to just be wasteful. These are the ones that are like the Ulta brand. I'm going to have to go back in with a little bit more of that Stila Magnificent Metal because of me goofing my mascara up and getting it way up here like it's not supposed to be. Need to go in and put a little bit more back on, but that's okay. I told you guys my makeup process is like 1 step forward and 2 steps backwards. I don't know why, but it's always been that way for me. So let me find, which one did I use? I used Gold Goddess, right? You guys gonna answer that, aren't you? No, I wish you guys could answer me back. That'd be amazing. Whoa, is that the one I used? Because it looks a lot more bold this time. What did I do different? It must not have had as much on the wand the first time, because now it's coming out super, super bold. And you definitely have enough on the wand now for both sides. I think it might have just been, I might not have tried this one yet. So that's probably what happened. Now I'm going to go in with a little flat concealer brush or a flat shader brush and just kind of move this around a little bit and pull it back some. I don't know if you're supposed to do this with it, but guess what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. There it is on my eyes now. So finally, eyes are done. I kind of like the eye look. I like how it turned out. It looks very festive. Actually, no, they're not done. I just lied to you guys. I need to do under my eyes. So I'm going to go in with this Vixen brush and we're going to do some color underneath. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that blue and go underneath my eyes. So we're going to go back into Midnight, tap, and just kind of smoke some out down here. And I'm only going to take it to like the center of my eye. I'm like fading it in so where it's darker on the outer corner and then it fades in like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Darker on the outer corner and fade it in. A little bit more. And that's how we're going to do it. We're just going to roll with it like that. I don't like it super dark underneath my eyes because sometimes I feel like putting it really dark underneath my eyes makes my eyes look smaller, and that's, after you have all your makeup done, the last thing you want to do is make your eyes look smaller. I want to make mine look more brightened and awakened. Now I'm going to go in with the blush, and the blush I'm going to be using today is from the Sephora Ombre Obsessions palette. So here's what the palette looks like. I really love this palette. Did I not bring a blush? Yes, I did. I was going to say, what the heck. We're going to go in, let's be bold. Let's go in with this purple. I know it's not going to match anything I'm wearing, but you know what? YOLO. That's okay. And I didn't go back in and cover any more of my acne up because you know what? It's okay. I'm not ashamed of it. It happens. Alright. That blush is super, super pigmented. I mean, you saw you have to just barely tap into that. My nail, I think there's a hangnail or something on it. I keep scratching myself with my nail. You don't need very much of this at all. I mean, one dab and then shake it off and you've got plenty. Now we're going to go ahead and use this. Actually, let's use our Bobbi Brown for the highlight. So we're going to use the Bobbi Brown. This is the Bobbi to Glow Shimmer Brick palette. So here's what it looks like on the inside. You get a pink, you get a bronze, and you get like a yellow. I'm not sure where you guys we're at where we stopped at because the video just cut off by itself. So hopefully I didn't lose too much. So now we're just highlighting using the Bobbi Brown Shimmer to Glow highlight palette. I guess my video must be very, very long. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just like having a good old time getting ready today. So that is the highlight on. It's not a super bold highlight. It's more of a, almost a glow from within type of highlight, which is my favorite kind. So that works for me. Now we're going to go ahead and set my face before I go ahead and do my lips. And I'm going to use this is the Mario Badescu facial spray. So I'm going to use that. Okay, so set my face. And now we're going to go in with this is the Juicy Shaker, the Lancome Juicy Shaker. This is in the shade Boomerang. So you want to shake these up pretty good before you start applying them. Just like a martini, a little martini here. So shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm just going to apply this. This is a very, very light shade. It's almost like a nude. It almost looks like just like a gloss on. But I really like these now. At first I wasn't too in love with these. And now the more I use them, the more I really have been enjoying them. And there we go. That is everything. So this is my completed look. Eyes are done, face is done. Oh wait, we forgot to bronze. So we've got the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm going to go in. I need a big fluffy brush, guys. So we're going to go in with this big fluffy brush here, and we're just going to bronze up a little bit using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So we're just going to bronze a little bit. Bronze a little bit. Bronze, bronze, bronze. Okay. That looks good. Now I look like I just went to the beach, right? So that is it, guys. I'm going to zoom you guys out just a little bit so you can see the completed look. That is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me. Actually, I'm pretty sure this was a long get ready with me. And thank you if you stuck it all the way through. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you are using your products to get ready with that you pulled in your makeup basket. Let me know how it worked for you. And if you have any questions about any of the products that I used today, let me know below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.